Evening peeps, evening, welcome back to the channel. We're back live tonight with the P1RC race community. We are back with round 2 of their Super Formula 23 League. So pretty much Formula 1 cars, and we are live tonight for round 2 at Circuit de Barcelona, or Catalunya as some of you probably know it as. Excuse me. So as you can see on screen, 5-minute qualifier, followed by a 34 lap race. Bop is on, tyre wear is set at ×5, fuel rate is ×3. We've got a mandatory pit stop, 2 mandatory pit stops, apologies. They've got to use any 2 compounds, and you are not allowed to use the overtake, or what's classed as the DRS if you like, on lap 1. Drivers are a little bit close together and it can cause a little bit of chaos. So that's format for the evening. Let's have a look at points after last week. That's not the one we're meant to be. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is meant to be the one we're looking at. We're meant to be looking at Dylan up front with 22 points. Everybody in the lobby is hoping he's got 200 kilos ballast this week, but I don't think it's going to happen. Kevin is in second with 17 points. Faithless Emo third with 15 points. Nearly didn't make it on the score sheet this week. Mocking Weeks in 4th with 12 points. We've got Midas Alani in 5th with 11 points. 6 for HKRT Manos in 10th. P1 Manny in 7th with 9 points, and with in 8th it's Hoggy with 8 points. 9th is Dazzler with 7 points. We've got 10th for Obi-Wan with 6 points. Skippy in 11th with 5 points. Pilgrim in 12th with 4 points, and it says Alramors, but it's nice Atramors. Atramors at the back there with just 3 points. We have got a couple of drivers. Is it just one driver extra this week? DIA 3SP Mart has joined the lobby. Just having a look who else, if anyone else has joined. No, just the 11 drivers so far. Okay, so let's get ourselves out of that. Come on. Oh, stupid cursor keeps losing itself. I'm not sure whether my mouse is about to give up. Stickers still available, people. No t-shirts. Hit me up, darksmoker@googlemail.com if you want any of those. Boom, there we go. Evening, how are we all doing? All good, I hope. Right, let's fire this stream up on here, shall we? Boom, there it is. Make sure the sound's off. Yes. Okay, click the like buttons. I can already see 3 people watching. Come on, click that like button. Help a brother out. So, 34 lap race again. Followed by a 5-minute qualifier. Following a 5-minute qualifier. So Dylan, Faithless Emo, Mart, Obi-Wan. We've got a few of the Greeks in as well. We've got Manos, we've got Kevin. We've got Atramors. There's P1 Manny. There's Atramors. It's Hoggy, P1 Skippy, P1 Pilgrim, and P1 Mocking Weeks. So, Circuit de Barcelona. There he is. Hopefully he's got his 200 kilos ballast. I know what I need to do. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. I know. All right. I've turned it on. All right, leave me alone. That's not who I wanted to be on board with. Let's get a lap with Faithless Emo. Or let's not. Okay, so qualifying just being started now then. So again, that 5-minute qualifier. Everybody heading out already. who are we on board with? It's Hoggy. Let's do a lap with the Hogster. So turn 1. Oh no, maybe not. Come on, somebody do a lap, damn it. Okay, we're on board with Mart. So he has to head down to turn 1 within that white line, otherwise he picks up a great big penalty. Through turn 1 then, through turn 2. Very easy to get these things lit up. Rear wheel drive, obviously. Relying on all the aero to get them around these corners. Into the hairpin then. Tricky circuit. Have I got a map for this one? Let's have a look, see, shall we? No, not yet. Not yet. Still not yet. No. No map for Catalunya. So I'm just going to have to make it up. Oh, is this qualifying actually starting now? Was that just a little bit of a practice session in between? Yeah, I think it was. Miss out on that full lap then. Okay, we'll see what Obi can do then, if he's going to put in a full lap, hopefully. So we've seen turn 1, turn 2, into turn 3, this long open right-handed hairpin. Down to another right-handed hairpin. Little bit tighter on the way in than it is on the way out. Down the hill. Left-hand elbow. Quite tight out. Easy to run it out to the right there into that gravel. Just got to be careful. Carry good speed through here. Just got to back off through these S's. Towards the 90 right at the top here. Bit of a sprint down this straight. Opportunities to go for an overtake if you're in a good position behind another driver. Go for the move down into this corner here. Another left-hand elbow. Bit of a kink left into a long sweeping right. Yeah, just feathering the throttle through there. Almost a 90-degree right-hander. No chicane this week. Onto this start-finish straight where you can give it absolutely full beans. So just a 5-minute qualifier here then at Catalunya. Out laps pretty much in the bag. So don't worry about any positions at the minute, because obviously they've only just finished out laps. Some drivers won't have been pushing on those out laps just to try and conserve tyres maybe. Midas, evening. Are you racing tonight? Are you in the lobby? Midas Alani, I don't remember seeing you in here. No, you're not. Decided to give this one a miss, did you, Midas? Super Formulas is not for everyone, I will admit. They do look good though. Plenty of downforce on these things. So they have got the DRS function available on the rear wing. Not sure if it's active during qualifying. But they have got the opportunity to open that rear wing up and use it like a DRS. I think it's classed as a boost system or something in this game, but it is basically a DRS. Okay, Kevin takes pole position for the time being. Yes, you can use it on qualifying. I'm just seeing the little gauge in the right hand side at the bottom light up red when he presses the button. So you do only have one tank. It doesn't refill itself. So Faithless in second then. Manos third currently. Mart in fourth currently. About a minute and a half left of qualifying. Obi in fifth. Dazzler sixth. Manny in seventh. We've got Skippy in eighth. It's Hoggy in ninth. Dylan cheating around the back at the minute. He's just taking his time. And you watch the very last lap, he'll put an absolute spanker in and throw himself at the top of the grid order. Watch this space. Pilgrim currently in 11th. Got Atramores in 12th. And Mocking Weeks currently 13th. He's just been in for... Oh, he's been in the pits for some reason. Fresh set of tyres maybe to go for this last lap. Possibly. We'll see how that fares for him later on. But it is this man on pole currently. The Greek man. HKRT Kevin. Oof, a little bit wide through there. No penalty for that one. Okay. Faithless sitting in second currently. Didn't have the best of weeks last week, I think, in last week's race. Did you get tangled up, Faithless? Did you spin it out? I can't remember. Mark's moved up the order a little bit. Throws himself into third position on the grid. Now it's all about... Oh, he's just been pushed down. Skippy's come through, just pushed him down a spot. Still Kevin on the top spot at the minute though. So that is the 5 minutes over. Anybody crossing the line now, that's that qualifying done. Who is the next man to cross the line? Let's find them. There they are. It is going to be Atramores. So currently in 12th. Does he move up the field? He does, into 7th. Great final lap for him. Where's the next man? You. It's Mocking Week, so gone from last to third. And it's going to be Kevin. He's already on pole, but he might be able to get a little bit quicker, cement that top spot. No, 120.7 he stays at, so currently on pole unless anybody can find a little bit more time. Faithless stays second. Mocking Week's in that third spot. Skippy fourth. Mark fifth. Manos just coming around that last corner, but a couple of drivers in front of him. Stays sixth. Obi-Wan seventh then. Atramores in eighth. Manny in ninth. It's Hoggy 10th. Dazzler in 11th. Dylan. Oh, only 11th. Didn't manage to move up then. Dazzler in 12th. And Pilgrim 13th. So that is running order for the race tonight. This man smacking it, look, 1.5 seconds quicker than anybody else. Yeah, dirty air with these things is terrible. Yeah, I've just seen Dylan's front left. Looks a bit beaten up. Gonna have to take your time on those right-handers, people, to save those tyres. So there is 2 mandatory pit stops, but nothing to say you can't do more, is there? Ah, so Kevin needs 200 kilograms now. Okay, last week we were saying that Dylan needs 200 kilos because he was far too quick. But yeah, I think you could be right. Another 200 kilos for Kevin. We used to do that in the TOR league. You'd have the first race, 15 minutes. And the top 3 had extra weight in, you know, obviously heavy weight for the top guy, slightly less weight for the second place, slightly less weight for the third. So the top 3 always ended up with a little bit of extra ballast, a little bit of extra weight, but it doesn't happen in here. So there are the official results then. Kevin on that top spot, Faithless second, Mocking third, Skippy fourth, Mart in fifth, Manos sixth, Obi seventh, Atramores in eighth. Got Manny in 9th, it's Hoggy 10th, Dylan in 11th, which is a surprise, Dazzler in 12th, and P1 Pilgrim in 13th. There we go. So that's grid order and qualifying done and dusted. So maybe they did put 200 kilos in Dylan's car, that's why he's only 11th. Maybe he's just cheating, maybe he's just pretending he's got 200 kilos in the car and then he'll spank it on lap 1. get straight through the crowd up to the front, and then have a good old ding dong with Faceless Emo and Kevin. That'd be good. Okay, 2 minutes till race starts. Maybe slightly less carnage this week with Catalunya, with no chicane. Chicane in these cars, I think it'll catch you out far too much. They sit really low, the curbs are ridiculously high here, and I think that chicane, it's just going to, if you hit the first curb, it's just going to send you. If you hit the second curb, it's just going to send you. If you hit both, who knows? Who knows? Could be the end for everyone. Can Kevin get a good start? I suppose a lot of it now depends on what tyres people put on for stint 1. It is 2 different compounds have to be used. Have a good race. July apologies, I like it. My apologies to Mockin. Find my unable to avoid the crash. Hey, racing's racing, bro. Incidents happen. Incidents happen, but yeah, he's obviously going to watch the stream, so yeah, apologies to Mocking Weeks from Costas for sending you. Okay, ready to go then. 13 drivers lined up. Can Kevin hold that top spot going into turn 1? He's on the medium tyre for this first stint. Soft tyre looks like it might blow itself out a little bit too quick. Oh, a little bit of a slow start from somebody there on the grid. Holds a few drivers up. Kevin does just get away. I'm not sure if Mart is even in the right car. Looking at the rear wing shape of everybody else, he might be in the older model, but it is Kevin that leads, then Faithless in second, Mock in third. Just have a look at that rear wing shape. Skippy 4th, Manny 5th, there is Mart. I think that's the old version of the SF23's, but we'll see if it fares. 6th place currently, Manos in 7th, Dylan made up a couple of positions then, from 11th to 8th already off the grid. Dazzler 9th, Pilgrim 10th, Atramores in 11th, it's Hoggy in 12th. Looks like he's had a bit of an incident somewhere, maybe getting tangled up with Obi, because he slowed down to let Obi through. Look at this, Kevin already stretching his legs out front. 1 second's lead over Faithless, so they're not allowed to use that overtake function just yet. They have to wait until lap 2. Kevin leading, Faithless second. Out of tow range as well. Mocking Weeks just picking up a little bit of a toe, I think. Oh, not anymore. Overtake functions are being used now then. You see the bar in the gauge in the bottom right. It says overtake. When that flashes red, or when that lights up red, that means they're pressing the button and going for a move. As we see Mart under a bit of pressure here from Dylan around the outside, is it? Oh no, it's Manos, sorry. And Dylan as well. Again, not sure if Mart's quite in the right car. Pilgrim has found himself with a half a second penalty here. Sorry, a full second penalty. Sitting in 9th, that's going to be a dent for him. Dazzler 10th. Atra in 11th. Obi-Wan then getting tangled up, I think, somewhere with It's Hoggy. No damage on either of them. But It's Hoggy did pull over to allow Obi through. That slowed them both down, unfortunately. Pulling away then, Kevin. 1.4, nearly 1.5 seconds ahead of Faithless. Faithless pulling his own gap from Mocking Weeks as well. There's Manny in 4th. Got Skippy pretty close behind him. A little bit of a gap back to Manos in 6th. Oh no, Faithless. Faithless has had a terrible, terrible moment. He spun that car around, dropped himself into 9th position, picked up a little bit of front end damage. I think that should repair itself. Don't think we've got damage on high on this one. Come on, repair yourself, damn it. Now there we go. So car repaired now though, but that has slowed him down for a few corners at least. Obviously spinning out doesn't help at all. Pilgrim, what are you doing? So he's lost the full second penalty. Now he's found himself another half a second penalty. It's Hoggy falling off the back a little bit, 2.2 seconds down, but look at this, Kevin, 3.4 seconds lead then with that mistake from Faithless, leaving a great big gap behind him to Mocking Weeks. He's got 1.3 back to Manny, so not under direct threat. Skippy is getting a toe down here though, not using the overtake function. Manos as well within slipstream range, already used half a tank of his slipstream, of his overtake function. I mean, Dylan already up to 6th position, managed to avoid the chaos and get through the crowd. Martin 7th, 2 seconds behind Dylan, just about 2 seconds ahead of Pilgrim. Again, Pilgrim with half a second penalty, seems to be finding penalties all over. Faithless getting himself back on track, back up to speed as well. Tucked himself behind Pilgrim here. He's going to lose that penalty, Pilgrim. Oh, he's managed to pick that up. I thought he was going to throw that away, but he hasn't. He managed to hold on to it. Penalty gets dropped there though. That does allow Faithless Emo through to the 8th position. He would have got it anyway with Pilgrim losing that penalty. But he was able to grab it off him with that little mistake from Pilgrim. Oh no, he's done it again. He's done it again. He's found himself in the dirt in the Super Formula. It's Hoggy gets past him. Now Pilgrim at the back then, but Kevin is just making this look easy. 3.5 seconds lead. It has helped with that departure of Faithless Emo. But he's looking comfortable at the minute. What are we? 6 minutes in. Just started lap 5. Medium tyre's not looking too bad. Mocking Weeks also on that medium tyre. Pulled a little bit more time over Manny. He's under his own pressure now. Oh, look at that front left on the softs. That's already hurting, that is. Skippy gone for the mediums as well, right behind Manny. Unfortunately, Manny's going to have to come in pretty soon to change those tyres. The softs aren't going to last here at all. Manos then in 5th, also on the medium tyre. Closing up, I think, a little bit on Skippy. Just 0.8 of a second behind him. Dylan 6th then. Mart 7th. There is Faithless Emo closing up on him. Like to get a wobble on these cars. Overtake function in effect then for Faithless as he looks to close the gap and overtake Mart. Take that 6th place off him. And does do. Again, not too sure whether Mart's car is quite up to full pace. It needs that slightly newer model. Are these Super Formula 25's then or something? I don't know. I don't keep up with it. Mart in 7th. There's Dazzler in 8th. So decent sized gaps all over the place. Obi 2 seconds behind him in 9th. There's Atra Just 3/4 of a second behind him. It's Hoggy who was at the back. He's now 11th. Pilgrim in 12th. Manny's made a mistake. He's gone from 4th to 13th. We've missed that. Oh, he's been in the pits. He's got rid of those tyres. Apologies. Got rid of the softs. He's chucked the mediums on now, so he has only got one more stop to make. First driver to come in. Still got 28 laps to go though. Kevin extending up front, nearly 5 seconds over Mockin. He's all on his own as well now with the departure of Manny. That puts Skippy, the next man, on track. He's 4.8 seconds behind him, but he's got a queue of cars looking to get past. We've got a Manos who's right on the tail. Dylan has opted for the hard tyre for this first stint. Looking to run long then in this first one. Not able to close up really on Manos or Skippy in front. Oof, Manos goes very wide through there. Still getting a little bit closer, corner after corner. Again, he is on that hard tyre versus the slightly softer medium compound that I think everybody else is on. Just finding it difficult to get the power down early enough to make a move on these two. Oh, and it's all gone wrong for him. The tyres light up, around the car goes, and he ends up on the gravel. He gets himself on track, off the racing line. Dirty tyres, should be clean coming into this corner, but that's a proper kick that is. He's down to 7th place now with that mistake. Obi-Wan hot on his heels. Dazzler right behind him as well. Oh, Dazzler actually going for a move there. Not quite able to get up the inside of Obi. Stays 9th for the time being. Atra in 10th, but he's now got It's Hoggy right up his rear end. Oh, I thought It's Hoggy had done a Dylan. Right behind Atra, goes for the overtake, doesn't use the overtake function, just good old-fashioned slipstream through there. Into 10th for It's Hoggy then, 11th for Atra. Manny up into 12th position. Pilgrim, oh my god, that's no Pilgrim. Something didn't work then, because he just went straight on instead of turning, so I'm not sure whether he's got... Is it working? Yeah, steering, yeah, it's all coming back to life now. It's almost like he just let go of the controls, went straight into a wall. Back to the front then. They've got a yellow flag with cars crashing. Green flags now though. Kevin stays out, not coming in the pits yet. Those mediums still got plenty of life left in them. Same for Mocking Weeks. Skippy in 3rd. Again, he's got Faithless Emo. So he's had a decent first half. Had a little bit of an incident quite early on. Ended up 9th, was it? Maybe 11th. Slowly found his way back through the field here, Faithless. Just takes that position off of Skippy. And into 3rd he goes. Skippy now 4th. Manos 5th. Not too far behind Skippy still. There's Mark closing up on the pair of them. Dylan 7 seconds down with that mistake. Obi in 8th. Dazzler 9th. A few different packs out here on this track. It's Hoggy 10th. Gaps appearing all over the place. Manny 11th. Atra Moore's not quite able to hang on to the back of him at the minute in 12th. And Pilgrim having an absolute nightmare. 52 seconds down from Atra. He's 1 minute and 21 away from race leader. He has got faster drivers coming up behind him now. Here comes race leader Kevin. Stays out again then Kevin. Doesn't need to come in yet. Closing up on back marker Pilgrim then. been out front for so long, he's not had opportunity to use his overtake function yet, Kevin. Still got a full tank of it in reserve for if anyone puts it on him later on in the race. But he is still closing up with Pilgrim here. Nobody to be seen in the rearview mirror. 7 seconds back for Mockin. Getting closer and closer to Pilgrim. Mockin finds himself with a half a second penalty now though. Should be okay. He's got 5.7 seconds back to this man. Oof, that front left crying out to be changed as well for Faithless. He's pushed hard in this first stint to try and get back through the field. Unfortunately, it's cost him that front left tyre. Now, will he come in to change it this lap? Will he opt to stay out for another lap? Risky business with a tyre like that. Skippy pretty close behind him. His front left also not looking great. Same for Manos. Mart's hards aren't too bad. Hards on for Dylan as well, looking pretty good. Obi-Wan's mediums looking pretty good as well. Dazzler's hards looking pretty good. Okay, we have got a driver come in, then Mocking Weeks throws himself in the pits now. Faithless Emo stays out. Skippy stays out. Manos stays out. Mart stays out. Dylan stays out. Where is Mocking Weeks going to come back into this pack here? So tyres on. Just taking on board the fuel and he gets released now. Where's he going to come out? Comes out in 11th position. There goes Manny through. Hard tyres on them for Mocking Weeks. Stint 2 underway for him. Atra Moore still out on the hards from stint 1. Pilgrim on those beaten up mediums. It's cost him a couple of positions unfortunately. Kevin's managed to keep those mediums looking pretty good. Backing off the throttle through those right-handers. Front left for these two in really bad shape. Manos not looking much better. Now, will they opt to come in? No. Oh yes, sorry. Faithless comes in. Skippy. No, Skippy stays out. Manos stays out. Mart stays out. Dylan stays out. Obi-Wan stays out. It's Hoggy stays out. Dazzler stays out. Manny stays out. Oh, sorry, Manny came in a couple of laps ago. Mocking's already been in. Atra stays out on the hards. Pilgrim been in. Fresh set of mediums on for him. Hopefully they hook up a little bit better than his previous set. Now look at this, look, with Mocking Weeks coming in the pits. That's opened this right up. 15.4 seconds gap he's currently got over Skippy. He's going to have to come in. He's going to have to come in at the end of this lap. Surely. Can't risk another lap on those tyres, can he? It's going to be a risky one, that is. What do we think? Is he going to come in? No, stays out. He's risking it. Manos does come in. He's had enough of that front left for sure. Mark follows him in on the hards. Oh no, sorry. That's the wrong bit of track. He stays out. Into third place for Mark. Then Dylan stays out as well in fourth. Again, hard tyres looking good. He is closing that gap down on Mark as well. I think it was 7 seconds. It's 3.4 now. Obi stays out. It's Hoggy stays out again. He's found himself with a half a second penalty. Dazzler is out still. Manny on his fresh set of mediums. Closing up on Dazzler. Not able to go for the move into turn 1. Mocking Weeks closing up on these two then. Just 1.6 seconds behind him. Atra Moore's not been in yet. He's still out on that hard tyre from stint 1. Manos out on a fresh set of mediums. Faithless out on a fresh set of mediums. Pilgrim out on a fresh set of mediums. And all the boys at the front have decided not to stop yet. Those mediums looking awfully good on Kevin's car. Skippy. Oh, Skippy, you should have come in, Skips. Look at that front left. It's very, very broken. Being closed down by Mark now with that little mistake. Gap down to 2.2 seconds, headed down towards turn 1. There is Dylan, who finds himself with a half a second penalty. Pushed it a little bit wide somewhere. Obi falls off the back of him as well. His medium's looking a bit worse for wear now as well. Same for It's Hoggy. The front left just crying out. Being pushed ridiculously hard around these turns. Mocking Weeks finds himself with a half a second penalty. He's just found himself past Manny. But he's going to have Manny right up his rear end again once he loses that penalty. Let's just see if Manny can get the move on Mocking with that penalty loss. A little bit too far back, I think. Oh no, maybe not now. Yeah, there is the penalty loss. Mocking does lose that position to Manny then. Into 8th for Manny, 9 for Mocking. He's got to do it all over again. Race leader in the pits now. Mark follows him in. So Kev gets released. Fresh set of racing mediums. Full tank of fuel. Obi goes through, but his tyres screaming out to be changed. Mark just hitting the bay now then. A few drivers coming past. Dazzler not stopped. Manny has, but his medium's already looking worn out. Obi needs to stop. Kevin just stopped. So now, needs to get those things warmed up a little bit. So he's only got a 2-second lead currently, but Obi-Wan, the next driver on track, he has got to come in the pits soon. That front left needs changing. Dazzler currently in 3rd, again not stopped yet on the hard tyre. Manny, who has stopped already, did soft tyres for stint 1, only could do about 5 laps on those. Stuck a set of mediums on, but they're already looking a bit hurting. So he's going to be in again pretty damn soon. And we've still got just under 20 laps to do. So Mocking 5th. Has stopped. Got the hard tyre on. Yes, he has. Manos has stopped. He's got the mediums on. Obi-Wan comes in this lap as well. So he's going to fall out of 2nd position, I think, by the time he actually... Faithless. Far too quick round that turn. Almost threw himself off track. Lost any kind of advantage up behind Manos. And now he's got Mocking Weeks looking for position off him. Both on fresh tyres here, but what did Faithless Emo put on? So Faithless is on a set of mediums, and Mocking Weeks is on a set of hards, which is obviously the slightly slower tyre. We'll see though. It'll last a little bit longer, obviously. So Dylan through to 7th. Mart back out the pits in 8th. Fresh set of mediums, half a tank of fuel on board. Skippy out with a fresh set of medium tyres as well. Obi gets released with a fresh set of mediums. Moores now has a fresh set of mediums, and it's Hoggy has gone for the hard tyre. So I think that's everybody stopped now apart from Dazzler. Again, that front left, even though it's a hard tyre, still needs changing pretty quick. Still not coming in, Dazzler. Quite happy to roll about on that one. Manny then. Oh! He's just got the drive into the pits a little bit wrong, I think. He has. He's picked up front end damage. He's going to lose positions here. Mocking Weeks, Dylan already gone through. There goes Mart as well. Dylan getting that position off of Mocking. Yeah, Mart's found himself with a half a second penalty somewhere. Skippy in 8th. A little way down though. 6.8 seconds. 6.4 seconds, apologies. Now, can Obi-Wan get these mediums rolling? Manny gets released back out the pits. He's gone for medium tyre again here. Moores has ended up with some rear end damage. Possibly been off track, maybe. And it's Hoggy again with a bit of rear end damage. Have we lost Pilgrim from this one? I think we have. Pilgrim's dipped out. He was 13th, not having the best of nights. Spinning himself round in all the dirty parts of the track. But this is untouchable from Kevin at the minute. 23 seconds lead over anybody else on track. And that's pretty much a pit stop in the bag, I think, here. Just making it look easy at the minute. Manos then got a little bit of room to manoeuvre, but I don't know for how much longer. Dylan closing up. Faithless Emo right on his rear end. Look, these two going to have a damn good fight all season. Oh, straight round the outside for Faithless. What a move. Just carried that speed down the straight. It was enough to get the position off of Dylan. Weeks trying to claw his way onto the back end of those two, but he is on that hard tyre. Skippy in 6th. Mark's lost his penalty. Obi-Wan closing up on him though, just a second behind him. Both on very fresh medium tyres. So Manny back out on a fresh set of mediums. That's 2 stops he's taken. And we have got, what have we got? Oof, an awful lot of laps. He might have to come in again here, Manny. Atra's medium's looking pretty good. Dazzler been in. He's decided to get rid of those nasty hards. And he's got a fresh set of soft. Yeah, there goes Pilgrim. He's just left the room. Not only dipped out the race, he's left the lobby. It's Hoggy then in 12th. It's only getting better for Kevin. Another second. Nearly 24 seconds lead then over Manos. But again, how long that lead lasts. Manos being closed up by Faithless and Dylan here. So once they can get past Manos, we'll see what that time starts to do. Does it come down? Oh, Faithless saw a little bit of a gap up the inside there. Couldn't make it stick. Oh, again, gets a tighter line through there as well. Not quite able to get the move done. Let's get ourselves on board with Dylan, who's chasing both of these drivers in front. Yeah, there's Mockin, 2.2 seconds down on that harder tyre. Just costing him a little bit of time in the chase to these two, or these three. Oh, Dylan finds himself... Oh, and Faithless both find themselves with a half a second penalty. Driven off track a little bit too far somewhere. Oof, Faithless nearly gets a rude awakening in there around that turn. No overtake function being used by Dylan then. He's just staying where he is really in terms of Faithless Emo. think Faithless Emo was picking up a little bit of a toe off of Manos there as well. Still not managed to get past him yet though. It's all getting a little bit tight. Gonna have to be careful, they don't want to... oh, there goes Faithless up the inside. Dylan's going to see the door wide open and squeeze his way through there. He's right on the rear end of Faithless. Trying to have a go at him. Set him up for a cut back on the exit of some of these turns maybe. Both drivers got to lose this half a second penalty though. Does that allow Manos back through? It's going to allow Mocking Weeks to close up on the pair of them. Here they go then. Penalty losing now. There goes a Manos. Don't think he's going to carry the speed down to the left-hander. Oh, Faithless has gone a bit wide through there as well. Almost allowed Dylan up the inside. There is a Manos. There is a Mocking in the rear end of that fight. Then 8.7 seconds down in 6th. Mark's another 2.6 seconds behind him. Obi another, what's he, 5.2 seconds down in 8th. Manny another 12 seconds behind him in 9th. Atramore still tucked under the back end of Manny here, just 1.3 seconds. Got Dazzler another 5.5 seconds back. I don't think he's doing too bad on those mediums. Might be closing up on the two drivers in front. We'll come back and check on that. And it's Hoggy just being overtaken by race leader. And again, we've lost Pilgrim from this one. Kevin just absolutely destroying the competition here. He's keeping his tyres in tip-top condition. He's backing off the throttle through the fast right-handers to keep that front left from blowing out too early. I've heard him on a few of the tighter, faster corners. Just back off the throttle, allow it to coast through. Whereas some of the other drivers are putting the throttle down and just putting that little bit of extra pressure on the front left, causing it to blow itself out way too early compared to everybody else, or compared to Kevin at least. 26, nearly 27 seconds lead for him. Faithless, a lot of work to do, but he's pulled a big chunk of time over Dylan, 2.6 seconds. He's got Mocking Weeks for company now, 1.3 seconds behind him. Skippy in 5th, Mart in 6th, there he is, just coming over the brow of the hill. Obi in 7th, Manos has come in the pit, so he's coming for his second stop. He's already taken 2 stops. Medium's still looking alright, but he's got another 12 laps to do on those. Atramores now finds himself with a half a second penalty. Dazzler stays out on the mediums. Manos gets released now. And I think It's Hoggy has had a terrible incident somewhere. He's now almost a minute behind Manos. This man just stomping it around here at Catalunya. 27, nearly 27 and a half seconds lead. I think Costas was right. I think 200 kilos for Kevin next week. That's what happens when you win. Faithless holding that second position. Dylan slowly creeping back up behind him. He's pulled a little bit more time from Mocking Weeks here. Skippy looking good as well on the mediums in 5th. Mart's front left looking a little bit beaten up. Might just want to back off around the faster right-handers. Give that tyre a little bit of breathing room. Sitting in 6th though at the minute, Mark. Obi-Wan in 7th. Again, medium's looking really good on that car. Stopped a little bit later than everybody else. Manny as well, looking alright in 8th. Again, Atra, his front left, needs changing pretty soon. He's almost out of fuel as well, so he's going to have to come in possibly at the end of this lap, maybe get one more in. Dazzler looking pretty good. Just over a quarter of a tank. Tyres looking good. Manos just been in, so he's got a fresh set of hards on and just over half a tank. That might see him to the end of the race. And it's Hoggy's hards looking good and plenty of fuel on board for him. Still pulling time up front then, Kevin. Ooh! Gets a bit squirrely through there, but holds on to it. Faithless Emo now coming under attack from Dylan. They're both almost out of fuel though, so they're both going to have to come in the pits. Dylan finds himself with a half a second penalty again though. So all the work he was doing to close back up on Faithless, he's going to lose in a couple of corners time. I can imagine he was hoping to get onto the back end of Faithless, use him as a bit of a tow, keep up with him coming into the pits. So this is where we'll see how far back he is. Well, it's 0.8 of a second at the minute. So he loses about 3/4 of a second. Falls out of that slipstream range for Faithless Emo. Both drivers coming in the pits then, both out of fuel. Weeks also comes in for his final stop. Skippy stays out. Mark comes in for his final stop, so getting rid of that broken medium. 10 laps remaining then. Obi in 7th stays out. Not taking his last stop yet. Manny in 8th. He's done plenty of stops. Dazzler 9th. Manos in 10th, looking good on the hards. It's Hoggy in 11th. And Atramores now been in the pits, fresh set of mediums. He's in 12th position, but a few of these drivers have got to come in and take pit stops, so we'll see where he ends up. And this man's still got to take his last pit stop as well. Stay hydrated, people. I hope you're clicking that like button. Three out of 4, that's not bad. I'm one of them, so I'm not liking it, so that's about right. When are we going to see this man in? We've got 8 laps remaining. He's got a couple of laps of fuel left in that car, I think. He might opt to come in at the end of this lap though, and maybe not risk it with that fuel. Skippy, 2nd position, 42 seconds down. I think Skippy's still got to take one more penalty, one more pit stop. As has Obi. Manny is clear to race, but unfortunately he's about out of fuel, so he's going to come in at the end of this lap for fuel, probably a fresh set of tyres as well. Dylan out the pits, fresh set of mediums, plenty of fuel to finish the race. I think he has managed to get out in front of Faithless Emo. He was holding a tiny bit more fuel coming in, which meant he spent probably half a second less in the pits. And that was enough. Oh, real close for Faithless. Again, he's found himself with a half a second penalty. Weeks now on a slightly faster set of tyres. He's on the mediums now. Dazzler in 8th. He finds himself with a half a second penalty though. Slowly running out of fuel. Manos behind him has also found himself with a half a second penalty. Mart in 10th. Fresh set of tyres on for him. Half a tank of fuel. So he's running to the end now. It's Hoggy, I think, is running to the end, and Atramores has just come in. So Kevin does opt to go for another lap then. He's almost out of fuel. Skippy's still going to be nowhere near him, but I think Skippy's still got to come in for a final stop as well, so we'll see. Mark then just hanging on to the back end of race leader, and why not? So does Kevin come in now? No. He's risking it for a biscuit with that fuel. What about the skips though? It's a long way down from that pit lane. Again, I think Obi's got to come in for his last stop as well. Manny's going to have to come in for fuel. Dylan's running to the end, I think. Should have enough fuel on board in that car. Faithless Emo loses that half a second penalty. Keeps himself almost within striking distance of Dylan. Just 1.3 seconds behind him. So it's a medium tyre versus a soft tyre here as well. I hadn't noticed that Faithless had stuck the softs on. Can he make those work before he blows them out at the end of this race? Mocking Weeks as well, running to the end of the race. Dazzler. Oh, he's going to have to come in for fuel as well here. Manos. Oof. He's on the hards. They're catching him out a little bit. Still got half a second penalty to drop somewhere. There's Mark not too far behind him. Still hanging on to race leader Kevin at the minute, Mark. Found a bit of pace somewhere to keep up with him. There comes Dazzler in the pits now then. A few of the drivers coming in. Race leader in the pits now. How far back is Skippy? A long, long way back. Miles ahead of Skippy, miles ahead. Doesn't need to take on board that much fuel either. He's only got 5 laps to do. Fresh set of mediums on. Let's see what the gap is when he hits turn 1. Come on, settle down, settle down. Okay, he's down to about 12 seconds, but that's still plenty of time for Kevin. Again, Skippy, his tyre's not looking good. Slowly running out of fuel. Obi-Wan drops himself in the pits this lap. He needs fuel. Dylan goes through to take 3rd off of him. Faithless goes through to take 4th off of him. Mocking Weeks follows them through to take 5th off of Obi. Tyres on. A little bit of fuel. Manos being harassed by Martin here. Mart up into 6th position. And they are both out in front of Obi-Wan. There he is, drops out into 8th then. And we are in the last stages of this race. Just 5 laps remaining. It's Hoggy in 9th, Manny in 10th. He's been in the pits again for a fresh set of medium tyres, a little bit of fuel. Atramores in 11th. And there is Dazzler in 12th. So everybody running to the end now then. Race leader Kevin just overtaking his countryman. He is a back marker, so no positions moving. There's Skippy coming in the pits this lap. Yeah, I thought he did have to. So does that get Dylan up into 2nd? It does, because Skippy's only just hitting his pit box. Faithless Emo's going to go through as well. Mockins also going to go through. Where is Mart? Can he get his way through? Skippy just taking on board that fuel. Mart's got to punch it all the way down here. Oh, Skippy's been released. Can we see Mart? I think just closing up there. There he is, just coming around turn 1. Maybe not quite close enough to go for a move. But Again, Skippy on that brand new set of fresh soft tyres. They will be mega super grippy. Right, let's go and have a look at grid order then, or race order as it is. So it is Kevin leading then with a couple of laps remaining. Dylan second, but a long way down, 32 seconds behind him. It was a good drive from him. Faithless Emo in third. Mocking Weeks hanging on to him in fourth. Skippy in fifth. Mart in sixth. Got Manos in seventh. Obi-Wan in eighth. Manny in ninth. It's Hoggy in 10th. Atra Moores in 11th. And Dazzler in 12th. And again, unfortunately, we've lost Pilgrim from this one. He's had a couple of spinning round moments. It's been a cakewalk for HKRT Kevin though. Smashed qualifying by about a second and a half, I think. And he's pretty much been doing that throughout the race, just qualifying lap after qualifying lap, enough to pull him away from everybody else. And this is the result, 33 seconds lead over second place Dylan. Got to give him his due though, he did start, did you start 11th Dylan? Wasn't a great qualifying for you. But to drag yourself through to second position, I think both 1 and 2 need 200 kilos ballast next week. Penalty or not. Rocking Weeks getting closer and closer to Faithless. Those medium tyres working well for him versus Faithless's semi-worn softs. Running out of time though, running out of laps here. What is he, just 1.1 seconds behind him, using that little bit of overtake he's got left to try and close up on Faithless. Faithless still got plenty left in that overtake tank. Can Mocking get in before the end of the race? Skippy now finds himself with a half a second penalty. He has got 5.5 seconds over Mart. Can Mart do anything with that? Again, everybody running out of time here. Just 2 laps remaining. Lap 32 of 34. HKRT Manos in 7th, being harassed by P1 Obi-Wan. Fresh set of soft tyres on for Obi. Or freshish set of soft tyres. Gets through then into 7th position. Manos then 8th. Manny 9th. Atra 10th. Dazzler in 11th. And it's Hoggy in 12th. Not too far off the back of Dazzler though. Just 1 second behind him at the minute. Tyres you on, in fact, Hoggy? Oh, hards, okay. Not doing too bad, hanging on to Dazzler, who's on the mediums. Fresh set as well. A lap and a half to go then for Kevin. Dylan not been able to close that gap up on him. It was 33 seconds, it's now 37. That front left though probably cost him a little bit of time. Faithless Emo also not been able to close the gap back up on Dylan. He stays 3rd for the time being. He's pulled a little bit of time over Mocking, who's binned it somewhere. He's been in the wall, picked up a little bit of front end damage. Skippy now just 2 seconds behind him. Mark's lost a little bit of time to Skippy here as well. It was 5 seconds, it's now 7. Obi in 7th, another 2.8 seconds behind Mart. Manos another 3 seconds behind him. Manny 23 seconds behind Manos. Atra another 11 seconds back. Dazzler another 2.5 back, and it's Hoggy still hanging on to him. But this is it, final lap for Kevin. He's played it perfectly, good qualifying. He's had an excellent race as well, not been tangled up with anyone. past any back markers with ease, not caused any incidents. And this is the result, 37 seconds lead. He's only got a few corners to go, Kevin, and he takes round 2 win here at Catalunya. Again, just made it look easy versus everybody else. Now, maybe that would have been different if a Dylan had qualified better. Here is then Kevin down towards the final turn. He's just got to stamp it down towards the line now. Gives a little bit of a wave to the pit crew as he comes across the line, taking the win. There comes Dylan. Still a long way down. Somebody's backwards on the grid. Who's that? Oh, it's Manny. Valiant effort, Dylan, but not to be tonight, unfortunately. Again, not the best of qualifyings for him. It's put him in a bad position, obviously, straight away. He's had a little bit of traffic to contend with, but he does take second in round 2. Faithless is going to come home for third. All his tyres screaming out to be changed on the left-hand side. But he does take a third position. Good result for him. Mockin comes home in fourth into the wall. Skippy takes a fifth. Mart just got the final corner to go as well. Almost out of fuel for him, but he does take 6th. Obi-Wan 7th. Manny's already crossed the line for 9th. We wait for Manos. He takes 8th. Manny 9th. Dazzler 10th. Atramor's in 11th. And it's Hoggy in 12th. There you go. Round 2. Done and dusted. In the bag, so to speak. Decent bit of racing there. Super Formula's not always the easiest to control. They don't like the curves, and they don't like you putting the throttle down too early either. But everyone's seemed to manage to survive tonight, except maybe Pilgrim. He dipped out a little bit early, about halfway through. But there we go. There is Kevin on that top spot. Official results then: Kevin up front, Dylan second, Faithless in third, Mock in fourth, Skippy fifth, Mart in 6th, Obi in 7th, Manos in 8th, Manny 9th, Dazzler 10th, Atramor's in 11th, it's Hoggy 12th, and there's Pilgrim with a DNF. Cursing the mistakes. Yeah, unfortunately, I think you got done a little bit in the pit lane there, I think, Faithless. I think Dylan just had a blim more fuel than you when he came in, and he was able to just get out in front of you, I think. That was enough. That was enough for him to just get out in front. But there it is. Round 2 done and dusted, in the bag. So same time, same place next week for round 3. But we have got GTTCC coming up Friday night, 9 o'clock. We've got the Ring Caf, more action from there on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And then back, like I say, same time, same place next week for round 3 of the Super Formulas. Outside of that, people, not a lot to tell you. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, you know what to do. Click all the buttons that are down here somewhere. Like, comment, subscribe, that sort of stuff. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.